morning. Today is December the 13th. The year is 2018. And I'm sitting by, my Christmas tree. I finally got it here. Paid for it a few days ago. They have to flock it. It have to dry. And here it sits. It made it home safely. Rather dry. Well, I went and picked it up and enjoyed it here safely. Once again, another beautiful flock Christmas tree. As you can see, there's no decorations on it yet. Today I'm going to clean up this living room and begin the process of decorating this tree. Let me mute this phone for the phone started ringing off the hook. It's approximately 8:30 in the morning. I've been up since about 7. I've been cleaning up and I forgot to put them clothes in the dryer, my gym clothes. I get up and go to the gym. I'll dry them when I leave. Alright, so there's been all this big hoopla about the Kevin Harts situation. I just read an article where a lot of people, for some reason, a lot of black folks feel that white people are going after Kevin Hart because of the comments he made and the offensive comments he made about if he had a gay son and whatever else. They feel like that, unfortunately, white America has found them another victim to go after, which is bullshit. It's bullshit. They offered this man a job hosting the Academy Awards. There were some questions about some posts or comments he made that some people made offensive. Maybe they didn't know he had apologized for them in the past. If white America had wanted to go after him, he would not have been offered that position. Is it always about race with black folks? Because I'm finding that black folks don't want to be held accountable for their actions. No matter what it is, it's always they run to grab the race card instead of dealing with the truth. Let me give you an example. I'm not a big proponent of this whole prison, from pipeline to prison, schoolhouse, about black folks being continuously locked up. And let me tell you my reasoning why. I have hundreds of family members. I'm the only person that served time in prison. No one else in my family. No one else has been arrested. No one else has been, I take that back. Some of my nieces, some of my nephews have been walked down that path. But you know the decisions they made. Just like the decisions I made, they didn't end me up in prison. Had nothing to do with white folks. Had to do with my foolish behavior that landed me in jail and in a short prison term. Which is probably the best thing that could have happened in my life because it changed my whole thoughts about crime and justice in America. I can't blame white folks for that. I can't blame this so-called prison pipeline, the prison mess. Are there some African-American men and women serving prison time that probably shouldn't be there, been wrongly convicted, over-sentenced? Yes. But here's where race becomes an issue with me. There are a lot of white folks in prison, too, who are serving time, who are wrongly convicted also, who get released on a regular basis, and also various races, whites and blacks, who've been over-sentenced. We just focus on black folks because we're black. So we don't see the white folks over there going through the same issues we have. I look at the crime thing with the police. The police, with the police shootings and all this stuff, it happens to white folks too. We just choose, black folks just don't want to acknowledge it. We just choose to ignore it and focus on the black folks. They make this, the police officers do this, make the same horrible, unfair shootings and killings to white people also who have done nothing wrong. We just do not want to acknowledge it as black people for some odd reason because that take away our rights to use that race card. And I'm not saying that white folks deny not some issues with race in our country. We all know that racism exists all around us, but it doesn't dictate everything in your life unless you make that decision. I've had successful, I look at when we were doing real estate. And I was buying and building and renovating houses. The vast majority of people who bought our homes were white folks, and the only folks who bought them damn houses. I always think about this. I just had this conversation with Earl. We were discussing a house we sold. One of the very first houses we sold to this white guy back in 99, maybe. He's still in that house. We sold it to him for $210,000, which is a high sale for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house. But he's still sitting in there, and this is 2018, young white guy. most of our clients who purchase a home for us that we renovated were white people. Now, unfortunately, at the same time, a lot of these white folks who purchased those homes for us, we had to hide the fact that we were the owners of the house. But I didn't give a shit. I mean, most times when people go buy a house today, they don't know who's building homes for John Leland. They don't know who the owner of the home is, or they didn't know John Leland Homes built it. We had a little construction company named it. All they thought was the Hampton Construction out front or whatever. I can't remember what it was. That's all that mattered. They didn't have to see my smiling face on the front porch. I was fine with that. We sold those houses. Could race have played a part in it? And if they had known that we were black, possibly, but it didn't matter because we made a decision. We didn't need to be on the face of the product. We wanted the product to sell itself. We wanted the homes that we renovated to shine. We did some spectacular home renovations, and agents loved the homes that we did. And they loved the work that we did on those houses. Although they were a little surprised to see two black folks that were sitting over there and they finally met the owner. Whoa, you guys did this work? But I ignored that shit. Because at the same time, black folks would walk into those houses and say, wow, these are nice houses. And then they found out it was two black guys, but they were just as shocked also. They were just as shocked also. I'm not sure why we just copy everything from HGTV. I would be looking at HGTV, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this, and then I'll go to Home Depot and pick out the same shit I just saw on HGTV the night before. There was nothing special about those houses. They were just clean. I just believed in a nice, crisp, clean product without a whole lot of confusion. Matter of fact, we used the same paint colors in all those houses. People are like, it's beautiful! Same paint that we used from house to house for years. Interior and exterior. I painted all the houses the same. I'm not kidding. People love it. Oh, it's so beautiful. Race does. I don't know. If you're sitting around looking at your life and you're blaming everything on race, you might want to reevaluate your circumstances. I have a lot of friends who are in Atlanta are having a tough time finding employment. A tough time. I've repeatedly told them, the reason why you're having a tough time, you're in a market that's oversaturated with well-educated workers here. Race isn't the issue. You have too many people who have the same credentials as you. Move. Go somewhere else. But they insist they want to be in Atlanta. They come here, they're going to swear they're going to find a job here. I'm telling you, I met some people I warned. Do not come here unless you have a job already. But they came and rented an apartment. They were determined. I'm going to find work. Walter don't know what the fuck he talking about. Okay, they're sitting around looking stupid now. But it's not race that's the issue. It's just a market that's oversaturated. You have too many workers here. Too many people who want to be in the Atlanta area. And if you don't know somebody on the inside, I have friends that I know who recently got jobs at Delta Airlines, but they knew somebody. Family members, friends who worked there, who gave them a referral. One guy's mom, she's managed to get almost his entire family working at Delta Airlines. She's been there for 30, 40 years. She's at a higher position. I had a friend years ago whose mom worked for Ford Motor Credit. She got me a job for Ford Motor. I should have took that damn job. I was in Detroit, though. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I should have took my ass up to Detroit and took that job at Ford. I'd be retired right now. That was 30 years ago. I hung in there. 30 years fly by fast. However, we can't keep going around blaming race. Kevin Harts' situation was not race-related. He made some comments that people thought were offensive, and it could have been any type of comment. I think sometimes people get caught up on the gay part of it. People make their comments out. I'm looking at it from a different viewpoint. The comments were offensive to some people. They wanted it corrected. He decided to pull out of the show for foolish reasons of his own. I bet you sit over and ask, man, I should have just issued that damn apology on Ellen and did that damn show. Damn, my stupid ass. That's what he should be saying to himself. So listen to these other niggas out here talking about some, yeah, he shouldn't have did that apology. One thing I've also learned about black folks, I will say this, ignore their ignorant asses. The ones saying he shouldn't apologize again and all this shit, fuck them, they was making the niggas. Who ain't got shit any damn way. That's one thing you don't want to do is listen to some poor, broke, ignorant niggas who ain't got shit. You don't deal with them motherfuckers. You don't take their advice at all. You need to shut the fuck up. You ain't got nothing to lose. Have a seat. Kevin Harts issued his apology and kept it moving. I can imagine he's now calling some of them ignorant niggas. However, if you're sitting around blaming the failures of your life on race, you need to take a close look at what's going on in your life and where you're situated at. Where do you live? Where are you trying to find work? Where are you trying to find employment? Are you in a city like Atlanta or New York or Chicago? Are you looking at cities that are, for some reason, everybody is drawn to these cities? Instead of going out in the country trying to find you might be able to find employment someplace. I have a friend who lived in the city, now he lives in South Georgia. He said, Walter, I'm making more money than I ever made in my entire life. But I hate it down here. But he make that trek to Atlanta every weekend. I was like, yo, you back here again? He's like, oh, I raced up here to go to the gym. Every weekend I walk to the gym, that nigga sit right here in Atlanta. I said, I know you're getting tired of running up and down this highway, but he said, ain't nothing to do down there. And he's young. He's in his 20s, late 20s. Shit, me, I'd be like at home chilling in my little farmhouse. Like, oh, fuck that shit. I ain't going to do it. I see them niggas on the internet. When you get, I live in Atlanta, y'all, and I tell y'all, I live here. I rarely do anything in the city. I just don't. I mean, I went out. A friend of mine came in from New York and Sunday night, and he wanted to go here and wanted to go there. I'm running him around with the cuss his ass out. I was like, oh, I'm tired. I hadn't planned on spending my day, my evening. It's way past my bedtime. I'm not the type of person who want to be ripping around those streets on a school night. As I see the Sunday night shit. He wanted to go here and go there. I said, you need to catch Uber. And that's exactly what he ended up doing. Because I had enough. I was not going to be ripping around in them streets. Black folks can continue, if you go through life blaming race, and again, I'm not saying racism doesn't exist because it does exist. I'm not a fool. I know racism has been a problem in this country for years. But sometimes you might want to take a look in the mirror and look at some of your actions. All these guys that start going back and forth to prison over the years, and you got a prison system full of folks, what are they doing? Because I have friends who go back and forth to prison. Back and forth, back and forth. And they get out of prison, and they go right back to criminal behavior, and they get right back locked up, back and forth. When does it end? Whose fault is that? That's theirs. They don't want to go work. Until they make a decision that they want to go get a legitimate job and a legitimate income and quit trying to live this life. I always think about Apollo, who was married to Phaedra Parks, who was on the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He had an amazing opportunity. You had a wife who was an attorney. You guys were appearing on a well-known reality TV show, but this nigga out doing bank fraud to take the money and go to strip clubs and throw money out. Nigga, are you serious? That's all that you had enough. He had I don't give a damn what y'all say, but that man had an amazing opportunity. If he'd have put his brain to something positive instead of strip joints and bank fraud, the nigga could have did something great. And if he didn't know how to do it himself, he should have sat over there with Phaedra Parks and figured it out. How can we make a legitimate income off the fame that we have from this TV show? But this nigga wanted to still go do bank fraud to go sit up in a strip joint and throw money and make it rain. This is an ignorant motherfucker. Race ain't got shit to do with your ignorance. He was ignorant. But there are a lot of black folks running around here like Apollo who go get this money in various illegal ways and toss it to the wind. And when they get locked up, they want to blame it on race. No, nigga. Blame it on your own foolish, fucked up ass, ignorant ass behavior. That's why you in prison. Now, I got a lot of friends. I'm telling y'all, I got a lot of friends coming in and out of prison, in and out of prison, in and out of prison, in and out of prison. I got a friend just got out of prison and disappeared again. I was down his phone. I'm like, something kind of odd. Where's this boy at? I'm calling the number, going to voicemail. I ain't heard shit. Now I'm gonna call his mom. I gave him for a little while to see maybe his phone was off. Going to voicemail. Something ain't right here. I bet you that nigga back locked up again. He just got out a few weeks ago, 3 months ago. Something's not right. But hey, That's the decision he makes. I've known this man over 20-some-odd years. Always in and out of prison, in and out of prison, in and out of prison. And when do you get tired of this shit? There must be some damn good sex behind them damn bars that you constantly going back and forth to jail. Gotta be. I'd have set my ass down someplace. He had opportunities. His brothers will get offering an opportunity. I spoke to his brother. He was like, we was trying to help him. He could have drove one of these trucks. His brother got a little trucking company. Nigga don't want to do that because he's too busy trying to ball. Look flashy when I bought a Jaguar. I'm like, okay, this is a nice car, but how you going to pay for it? What are you doing? Can't quit. We have to quit pulling the race card when race ain't got nothing to do with your downfall. A lot of black folks are creating their own issues themselves. And they want to blame everything and everybody else instead of taking a look in the damn mirror. Race isn't always the issue here. Sometimes it's just you and your fucked up ass ways. Correct it so you can move forward and not have all these issues. Like I said, my father never served a day in jail his entire life. That nigga couldn't read nor write. My father couldn't read nor write, but he never went to jail a day in his life. Never had a criminal record. Neither did my uncles or none of them. Sometimes you have to be responsible for your own shit and quit blaming white folks. Like I said, because I know a lot of people out here which I want to hear. I ain't saying racism don't exist, and I'm not saying white folks that do not have an agenda against black people. They do. But you can maneuver around that and live a normal life. It's up to you. You make those decisions. And quit blaming race on your fucked up ass foolish behavior. Then niggas run around talking about some white folks going after Kevin Harts. This man that made movies, he made millions of dollars, he had great success. White folks ain't stood in his way now all of a sudden they stood in his way because they wanted him to apologize for something that they didn't understand he had to apologize for. Or maybe they wanted to or maybe they wanted to clear this up one final time. And who said it was white people the ones pushing this? There have been some black folks who didn't know. I didn't know he had apologized. And I certainly didn't know. I'm not really a big Kevin Harts fan. I really don't give a fuck about that nigga. I really don't. He just ignorant. He just another stupid nigga to me. When them people gave him that amazing opportunity and they said, nigga, get up here and do the robot on this stage before you get this job. He should have jumped up there and went to do the robot. He been doing it for all this time. Now all of a sudden, I ain't doing the robot. Ignorant nigga. Apologize, Kevin. They need to still issue the apology any damn way. That was stupid on his behalf, but I think Kevin was also high that day. He was laying up in bed doing those videos. I really do think Kevin was high. I have a lot of friends who use drugs, which reminds me that a friend of mine came over here a week or two ago, black rings around his eyes, very handsome man. Man, this man was having a lot of success in his life, was appearing on TV shows, doing all kinds of stuff. He vanished. I didn't know what was going on with him. Next thing you know, he came over here about a week or 2 or 3 ago, black rings around his eyes, lost all his weight. And I'm like, dude, what's going on with you? Methamphetamine, meth. Got a meth issue. Going back, just getting out of rehab for the second time around. Comes from a great family, great background. He's educated. I don't see how people would touch drugs like that. I personally wouldn't touch that shit with a 10-foot pole. I don't even smoke weed. But I know a lot of people do. We have a serious meth problem. I said I was going to do another video about this meth issue here in Atlanta. Methamphetamine. Black folks are really falling for this meth here, which is a shock to me. This man in black rings and his face was gone. I said, wow. I knew. I said, okay. He admitted it. I said, okay. You can't blame that on white folks. But I know some of y'all, white folks didn't brought the drugs to our communities. I know so many people who live in the black community ain't never touched drugs in their entire life. Why is it only just a select group of people who just so happen to get the drugs the white folks brought over to the community? Come on, when niggas get on my fucking nerves with this bullshit. I've been around drugs all my life. I know a lot of people who use coke, meth, all this shit. I ain't never touched the shit. I know better. I know better. But anyway, today it is Thursday. You know, I don't know if I said it was Tuesday at the beginning of this video, but today it is Thursday. It is the 13th of December. December 13th, the year is 2018. I'm about to get up. I'm drinking this coffee. I'm going to give me some nice warm coffee. I'm going to decorate this tree at some point. The tree might be sitting for a day or two. I got to clean up this room first. Maybe I should decorate the tree, then clean up. It's filthy in this room. A lot of dust. After this damn tree, throw this tree up and throw some lights on, and a lot of work to do. Can somebody come decorate this tree for me, please? What I got to pay? I need some Christmas tree elves. Just come decorate, dim the decorations and light decorate. How much do you need? $50. Get out of here. I'm serious. I sure don't feel like doing this shit myself. If you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. I look forward to reading you all's comments, because I know y'all gonna go in, because white folks is the most evilest thing on planet Earth, and they're responsible for every problem you ever had in your entire life. Alright, I get it. Yeah, I'm out of here, and enjoy your Thursday.